Hey, it's Chris Dancy, and I'm here with Rae Garret today. Rae has assumed the role of...
I'm going to be the LIG, the ITSMF LIG Treasurer, and they decided as well I get to be the spokesperson, so I think you'll be hearing a lot from me in the next year.
So, Rae, this is your first communique out to the Rocky Mountain membership.
It is my first communique out, and it's an interesting one for me because this is a whole new way to do business for the LIG. Instead of just doing writing and emails, we're actually going to talk to you directly and a little bit more often than we did in the past.
Very cool. Does that mean we can actually maybe expect once a month maybe to get a little video clip of you?
Oh, if you're really lucky, once a month is all you'll get a video clip from me.
But Rae, you're so lovely. I'm sure people will want to watch this over and over again.
Oh, absolutely. You know, the big deal is if we can get a video clips that mean something to people and actually help them to implement their ITSMF and ITIL programs in their companies, then that's really what we're about.
Right, and it's Monday morning, so you can stumble all you want, Rae. It makes us look more real. Hey, Rae, there's going to be a lot of changes, hopefully, going with the Rocky Mountain LIG this year. Can you tell us a little bit about the LIG and some of the things you see and some of the people you've worked with at the LIG so far?
So the LIG itself is being led by some really, really motivated people. We have Paul, who is our chair, and he's actually staying with us from last year. We have Bill Irvin, who's also staying with us from last year. He's going to be our secretary. We have Greg Morrison, and Greg is going to be our consultant on the move. He's going to be our expert and be available to answer questions from you on a pretty real-time basis, we hope. And then we have Chris Dancy, who is our extraordinaire fellow who has decided that he wants to help us to come into the 21st century, which is really what gave us the idea and the impetus to get this all moving in a more exciting fashion.
I don't know who this Chris Dancy person is, but he sounds pretty scary to me. Rae, now I know you are with Front Range Solutions, is that correct?
I am with Front Range Solutions. I'm a strategy consultant with Front Range Solutions, which means I do a lot of the ITIL thinking up front and helping people get ready to implement their tool set. And I used to do it without any tool set in mind, and I just now happen to work for a software company.
Great. Now, the new board, is it a good mix of vendors and non-vendors and I guess what we would call practitioners?
The new board is actually a really good mix of practitioners and vendors. We have 3 people who are vendors, so to speak, and we have 2 people who are practitioners, everyday service managers. And so I think it'll be a really good combination of people who can get a lot of services to our members and make ITSMF a worthwhile endeavor for them.
That's great. So with this new media strategy, what types of things might we expect? We can't make any promises.
Well, a couple of things you might expect are to be able to actually have a virtual meeting instead of always having to drive to a meeting. You know, since we're the Rocky Mountain LIG, we really have had active members in Colorado Springs and Denver and Fort Collins and have had to come up with a kind of a far place for us all to go. Instead of everybody being close to home. So if we do a couple of virtual meetings, that actually will be a good thing because everybody can actually do it from their office or from their home, and they can still get some high-quality information. As well, we want to keep doing some in-person meetings because we want to give people a chance to network and to ask their colleagues and their peers what's going on in their company and how did they actually overcome this barrier that I'm dealing with right now. And so that's really important. We don't want to lose that ability to do the networking and the personal touch either. As well, we thought, since our numbers aren't really high, it might be a really good thing for us to start networking with kind of the whole IT community in the Rocky Mountain area. And so I think you'll see us doing some integrated things, maybe a meeting with HDI here and there on a topic that both organizations are interested in, maybe a COBIT meeting here or there to do the same and cross-pollinate ideas. And as we know, people at HDI are big supporters of ITIL, and people at COBIT and ITIL practitioners are very much intertwined in our what we believe and what our knowledge is, and so it's a really good marriage for us to get to reach out and do some things with the other organizations.
Nice. So maybe some SACA, some COBIT, some HDI, some ITS, everyone getting together like one big family.
Everyone getting together like one big family, and oh my goodness, and not just having a tunnel vision, but actually seeing IT as a whole.
Wow. I'm really excited. Rae, listen, I want to thank you for stopping by today and introducing yourself out to our league members. Is there anything they should be looking for that's happened recently?
If you haven't already seen it, we have a new newsletter out, and the newsletter is going to come to you more often and in a better format, we hope. It'll be web-enabled, and so if you haven't seen the newsletter, you can look at the end of this video right here and get the link to it, and so you can read the newsletter. It has a message from our President, Paul.
Great. Rae, thank you so much, and I really look forward to chatting with you more. I think you did an amazing job, and I'm sure our membership really appreciates it.
Thanks, Chris, for helping me get this first one taped.
Oh, please. You're beautiful. Everyone loves you, Rae. All right, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.